Let's check out the AlexaPure Pro right now on Amy Preps. This little lady has really captured my attention and my curiosity, so I decided to bring her home, learn more about her, and so we'll just kind of dig in and see what we have here. So the AlexaPure is going to do everything that I'm looking for. First of all, it's going to pull out all of those protozoa, like that Cryptosporidium, Giardia, all that yucky stuff. It's going to pull out bacteria and viruses. So anytime I'm personally looking for a good filter, I am looking for one that's going to pull out viruses, not necessarily because they're the biggest culprits. They usually aren't, but they're so small. So if a filter is pulling out viruses, it's also pulling out everything else like pharmaceuticals and chemicals and all those gross things that we can find even in our tap water. So not only can you filter your tap water every day with this, which I love, but you could also, in an emergency, drink straight out of a stream or a lake or of maybe a nasty swimming pool that's green with little tadpoles swimming in there. Not saltwater pool, though. That's the only thing. So if you want to pull salt out of your water, you are going to have to distill your water. But otherwise, this little guy is going to do everything I'm looking for. A couple reasons I'm specifically interested in this one also is that the filter is made in the USA, third-party tested, proven to pull everything out, and it's targeting fluoride. So that's kind of cool too. So anyway, it's got my attention. We're going to open her up, check her out, and see how she does. All right, let's unbox this little darling and take a look at her, shall we? There's our lid. This is brushed stainless steel. Looks very nice. Rubber base. So this is the top, which nests down inside the bottom piece. And this is the bottom piece here. There's the top piece with we have 4 holes in the bottom. So this filter, or this unit, you could put up to 4 of those AlexaPure filters inside, but it only comes with 1. Let's see what else we have. It's like Christmas. Okay, this is really nice also. So this is a nice heavy metal spigot. It's got some weight to it. It looks nice, great design, and all the little attachment pieces there. I'm a fan of that. Ooh. Okay, let's see. More little attachment parts. Okay, so inside here, I found the little knobby that's going to go on top of my lid and some plugs. So since this AlexaPure only comes with 1 filter, we have to plug up the other 3 holes. This filter, by the way, so I've already mentioned that it's made in the USA, big fan of that. You can get approximately 5,000 gallons to go through this filter. Now it depends on your water quality. So if you're drinking lake water versus water from your tap, that's going to make a little bit of a difference. So let's take a look at our filter. All right, we got some infos there. So this is a little piece that's going to screw onto the filter at the bottom. And look at that packaging. Oh, so nicely done. This filter is heavy because it is already primed. That is another cool feature with the AlexaPure. So this filter comes primed and ready to go, so I don't have to prime this filter. It's in a airtight little package here. Airtight, watertight. That is super cool. Oh yeah, this thing is dripping wet. That is cool. Very neat. Give AlexaPure kudos for that, right? I'm digging it. Okay, so there it is, the heart and the soul of the whole unit. Okay, let's put it together. So the little rubber base is going to go on the bottom. All right, we also have the little top to our lid and those little plugs that's going to go in our extra holes. Let's put those aside, actually, so I don't lose them. I'm just going to dump them right down in there. Smart thinking. I'm going to need a Phillips head screwdriver for this because the little knob that goes on top of the lid does have a screw at the bottom that I need to use my Phillips head with. So we're going to pop that out. It's a little guy, don't lose it. All right, so that's where the little knobby is going to go. Right there on the top. Just like that. And we can tighten it down. There we go. And then I have all the little pieces for the spigot. So for the spigot, we have 4 little pieces. We have 2 little rubber gaskets and 2 of these little metal finishing plates. We're going to go ahead and get that put together. For the spigot assembly, we have our pretty little metal spigot, which I love. Then we're going to have our metal finishing plate. The blue will be facing the spigot on this. We have the rubber gasket. It's the same on both sides. And then on the inside of the AlexaPure, you're going to have another rubber gasket exactly like this and 1 more of these metal finishing plates. This time the blue is going to be facing the inside, just like that. So you're kind of making a little sandwich with that. And then you have your little nut there to tighten it down. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this nut off of my spigot. Come on off, baby. There we go. We're going to put that metal finishing plate, and remember the blue is going to be facing this way with a rubber gasket. Looks like that needs a little encouraging. There we go. That's not too bad. Just like that. And so that's going to go on the outside. Down here on the inside, we need our rubber gasket. I find it's easier to push it on than to kind of screw it on. Metal finishing plate, and the blue goes on the outside, like that. And then the nut. And that's about it right there. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and attach 2 filters. It came with 1, but I went ahead and purchased another one because of the drip rate. The drip rate is 1.85 gallons per hour, which is a bit slow, I think. So I went ahead and got a second one. And remember, we can put 4 of these in here if we want to. It's got 4 holes for it, and it will hold that. It's getting a little pricey for me, so I decided 2 is perfect to start with, and if I want 4 more, I'll save a little money and get some more. So remember that this washer, I don't know if you can see that, there is a little rubber washer. That's going to go on the inside of the unit, so we want that attached onto the filter first before it goes inside and into the hole. I've got my little wing nut here, and I'm just going to tighten that down. Hand tightening is plenty for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach my second one. Got some little runaway stoppers. Actually, let's go ahead and plug those in, shall we? So that's the way it's going to go in. It's a little bit thicker at the top, a little thinner at the bottom, and we're just going to put it straight in that way. All it takes is just pushing it down in there. So I'm just taking this washer, or this stopper, and I'm just pushing it into the hole. And I'm going to go side by side here. And there we go. Now for my second filter, take that wing nut off. I'm going to take that little washer and push it all the way down. And into the hole it goes. Got my wing nut. Get on there, baby. You can do it. There we go. Okay, make that nice and snug. There we go. Complete. So everything is assembled. Now we just put them on top of each other and stack them up. A couple things first. I'm going to go ahead and clean out this reservoir with a little vinegar solution, make sure it's nice and clean so it has a nice home for my new fresh water. And I'm going to go ahead and cycle through one cycle and toss it just to be on the safe side, and then it's going to be ready to go. So something to really consider is you really don't want these filters to dry out. So you don't want to go more than a week of filtering water through these guys. So if you go away on vacation or decide to put them away for whatever reason, AlexaPure suggests that you disassemble the filters, take them out. You're going to put them into a Ziploc bag, add some of that nice, fresh, purified water, zip it up, and throw it in your refrigerator, and that's going to keep them good until you use them again. Great tip from AlexaPure. The other thing I wanted to show you also is when this is on the countertop, you obviously can't get a cup underneath. So there's a couple of things. You can just kind of lean this off of your counter in order to get the cup inside, or I brought for you a couple of options. Now AlexaPure does have their own stand in order to get this up. First, before we look at my options, let's do some measurements. So the bottom diameter is going to be 8.5 inches. So if you're looking for something for it to go on top of, something probably about 9 inches or so, I think would be a good thing to look for. The top, if you're looking to put this under your counter, is measuring about 21 inches if you're counting the lid with a little knob on the top. So if you're looking to put this underneath your countertops, that's just something else to consider. So in order to lift it up, this one is just a planter, a little pot that I found. It's kind of cool looking. So you can always elevate and get your AlexaPure up this way. It's kind of cute. Another option is a cake plate. So there's a pretty little cake plate, and that's a great little option also. Or I found that plant stands work really well also. So if you find a plant stand that you like, ooh, that's really getting up there, isn't it? Yeah, got some height on that one. But the cool thing is you can put some neat things underneath also. There we go. My new AlexaPure friend. She's going to live with me up in my master bathroom. Since I already have a filter down here in the kitchen, I've always wanted some filtered water up in the bathroom. So that's where she's going to live. I'm happy with her. She's very pretty, and I can't wait to start using my new filter. So that's it for me today. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up in the comments below. Thank you so much for sticking around with me today on Amy Preps. I'll see you next time.